Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to AJCAD's training session for fire sprinkler system design. First of all, I would like to ask you to raise your hands if you can see my screen and if you can hear my voice. You can do that on the GoToWebinar dialog. Okay, I see that you can do that. So thanks for this. My name is Jacob. I am from AJCAD company, and I'm working here as a BIM application engineer for MEP software. So basically, we are the developers of the tools for Revit, and we are creating the solutions for continuously BIM acceleration. And the main issue that Revit users or just designers meet is that they are having a lot of tasks that do not create value. So we're trying to reduce BIM stress, and we're trying to eliminate tasks that do not create value. And how do we do that? We're trying to create the solutions for Revit. So in this webinar, in this training session, I'll try to show you my own workflows that was developed during the last 3 years while working in AJCAD, and I'll try to show everything, not everything, but some part of what I learned here, and how to be faster, better, and stronger with Revit in a Revit environment. So today we will learn how to lay the sprinklers heads faster, how to route the pipes faster, and how to lay out the hangers for those pipes faster. And as you know, before the webinar, before this training, we asked you to just to download our software. One of the software is Revit for sure, and two different softwares like add-ins are fire sprinklers and MEP hangers. So the fire sprinklers is a solution for layout of sprinkler heads, routing of the pipes, and pre-calculation of the diameters of the pipes, and the MEP hangers is the solution to lay out supporting elements on MEP line-based elements like ducts, pipes, cable trays, and conduits. So I will just jump into Revit and I'll show everything live. But just before the live demonstration, I want to announce that on the 16th of March we will have a 30-minute SCAD opening webinar where we will cover topics that would be very interesting for fire protection designers, and we will show special features for them, like a creation of openings with fire safety components, like a distribution of openings with offset from MEP elements, distribution of fire dampers, automatic distribution of fire dampers, automatic distribution of collars, sleeves, boards, and other details. So you're more than welcome to come to our next webinar. Yes, and right now it's time for the live demo. Here I have my plain Revit, as you can see, and just one little thing before we get started. If you see the tools for BIMDoc, like someone is just watching this training and someone will try to do everything together with me, you can notice that nearby the My Tools you can see a little red bubble. That means you have some special updates. So we made some special updates today, and if you see that, please update your smart sprinklers, and you will be able to work in the same way as I do. Like we made a little fix this morning. Okay, so I'm just jumping to my 2016. By the way, you can use any of the Revits, 16, 17, 15. In some cases, we can even give you the 14th versions of our software for Revit. So I just want to show everything from the scratch, from linking the architectural model to the layout of sprinklers and to the routing of the pipes. So I will work on a metric mechanical template just to make sure that all of you has this one. So I'm opening this this file, and I will link the files that you should be downloaded before this training. So in the invitation, probably you saw that to get started this training session, you have just to download for sure Revit, our smart sprinklers and smart hangers, and training files like metric and imperial. And if you look inside, you'll find 3 different files. So it's 1 project file and 2 families. So I will just use this one and I will work on it. By the way, if you have any questions during the session, please write them just straight to GoToMeeting dialog, and I'll try to answer all these. And I see that I have one question from Rayon Duncan, and he's saying that he can't. Can I get a lower version of the Revit file? Right now, it is not possible. Like, we are online, and I can't send the file. So I just uploaded the file that is on 16th version. Sorry about this. So if you'll have any questions during the meeting, just write them. Okay. So what do we have here? We have Revit, and I want to work in a way I used to. So I want to link my Revit file. I get, as the example, I get this model from my architects. I'm linking it origin to origin just to make sure it will be at the same position as the architect gave me. And as you can see, I have the project here. The next step. Now what I have to do is to copy monitor all the levels, because I can't start working on my own 2 levels. If I'll go to the 3D view, you'll see that I have a 3-story building, and it's not a good deal to work on my level. So I'm going to the Calibrate tab, and as well I'm going to the elevation, and I'm using copy monitor. Copy monitor will copy the levels from the architectural linked file, and I'm just selecting this linked file, and I'm going to copy these levels. Instead of going one by one, I'm just clicking multiple, and I'm just using this feature. And as you can see, I have selected walls, levels, roof, slab, etc. So you can just easily filter that just to make sure that you are copying only levels. And I'm finishing the first, the filtration, and okay, let's wait for a second, and I'm finishing the whole copy monitor process. Yes, and as you can see right now, I can just easily work with those levels. Still, it's you can find my old levels, but I don't like them, and I don't see the new levels in my project browser. So the next step, what I have to do is to go to the View tab, Plan Views, Floor Plans, and just drag them here. And I will delete those unnecessary 2 floor plans. Okay. Do we have some questions? Okay. Everybody is good still. So I'm going just to the first level, and I'll try to work here because I want to just lay out my sprinklers, and I want to route them in this floor. So first of all, what I have to do with my linked model, I have to make it room bounding because we'll need spaces just to identify that all the sprinklers are in one space, to connect it to the distribution pipe with the same rules. So I'm making this as a room bounding model, and I'm going to the Analyze tab, and I'm placing spaces. So I will work just simply, I will just simply place spaces automatically. Let's make it at 9 foot. And I'm placing them automatically, and I have 34 spaces distributed. Okay, I still can't see them, so I'm going to the view template, and I'm going to this one, and I'll try to make the spaces visible in this template. As you can see, right now I have all the spaces visible here. The next thing, now we are starting working with our solution that is called Smart Sprinklers. The tool that will lay out your sprinkler heads through the project, and the very first thing what we have to do is to lay out position symbols. What these position symbols stands for. If you'll go to the systems, you'll see the duct placeholder, pipe placeholder. So our position symbol is kind of the same. It is just marking the place where the sprinkler will be placed. So I'm taking this insert position symbol, and I'm taking a space where I want to distribute my sprinkler heads. As well, I have to pick one wall nearby just to let the tool understand what will be the distribution alignment, like the X and Y axis of this. But still, if this is a linked model, I have to hit escape button once. Escape button, yeah. So I hit the escape button, and right now, as you can see, I am able to choose any walls in my building. So I'm taking this one. Okay, and one more step. What do I have to do is to choose from the pendant or upright sprinkler. As not sprinkler, but it's position mark. As you can see, it's half of the bubble, and that means you will have some kind of coverage area. No clashes area or something like this. Afterwards, I'll speak about this a bit. So I'm just taking this family, the pendant position mark, and clicking OK. Instantly, you'll see the Y and X axes that will appear on your screen on nearby that space where you're working, and 4 sprinkler heads will occur here. But still, we have a table where we can define all the needed information. First of all, you can define the elevation of the sprinkler that will be placed on your in your project. As well, you can define the distances in between elements. In my case, I have 8 by 8. Like on X-axis, I have 8 foot here, and on Y-axis, I have 8 foot. In between them. So maybe this could be used as the coverage area of the sprinkler, or two coverage areas, because one sprinkler will cover here, another will cover here. After you choose the distances, you can just calculate that, and the tool will calculate number of elements on X and Y directions. If you'll apply that to the model, you'll see how we do the changes. You still can change anything here. As an example, let's make it 5 foot by 5 foot, and I'll apply. So I have more of them. 8 foot by 8 foot. Calculate and apply. By the way, you can just write the numbers, how many of the sprinklers you want to place in this premise. As well, we have special features to offset on X or on Y axis. Like if I'll write something here, I offset. Okay, let's try 11. Yeah, so I'm working from this point by 11 foot. I just offsetted them from that corner. Okay, let it be 0, 0. As well, we have some minimum distance from wall. We have some special feature, the number of elements on Y direction. Let's try 5 as the example. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 5, five lines of the sprinklers are laid here. Let's leave 100. It will be easier for the webinar for today. Yeah. So after I made all of these things here, I just hit OK, and as you can see, my sprinklers are distributed. Anytime you can get back and manage virtual group, you can change everything in this table. So just for those who are trying together with me, you can still work with one space, and I'll try to be faster and distribute several sprinklers in different spaces. I'll try to distribute in this one. So as you can see, it has not very good shape, but it's still easy to work with because the tool is understanding everything easily. Okay, I see that this one is just jumping nearby the wall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to offset it on the x-axis by 5 foot as the example. Okay, not very good, by 10 foot. Okay, it kinda, maybe by 8. It looks like in the middle. Okay, that's great for me, just for today. Yeah, so I just distributed my sprinkler position marks. I can then easily delete. I can move them. I can do wherever I need. Maybe I don't need this one. So I can still move, align them, or like, let's try to align this one with this one. Yeah, and yeah, I see the question. The question is coming from Sean, and Sean is asking, what if the room has a ceiling grid? What do you mean you want to place sprinklers just in the middle of the ceiling grid? Am I right? Sean, please comment, and I'll get back and I'll try to answer your question. Okay, yes. So then you have to have your own workflows, like we have such distribution, and I know that some of my colleagues are working with ceiling families. They have special ceiling families that has just a yes/no parameter that just how to say, just makes the sprinkler visible or invisible. So they are working in that way. But the tool is able to distribute the sprinklers like this. I think if you have any suggestions, you can just drop to me an email, and I'll try to think about new workflows for you, maybe for the whole BIM industry. That will be better. Our solution will be better. Yeah, so after the distribution, what shall I do? I just want to distribute my real sprinklers, because I know that all the places are good right now. So you get 2 different sprinklers, the pendant one and the upright one. So I'm just dragging that inside of my project. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert sprinklers to position symbol. And I'm taking this, I'm choosing one of the position symbols per space. I'm going to choose the family. I have this family, quarter half of inch, and I just distributed my sprinklers easily. Still, after this, you still can manage the group. As the example, you want to change the distances. As you can see, it's easy to do. Yep. We have the question. Okay, Matthew is saying, what view are you in? I cannot see rooms. I'm just on the first entry level. And what did I did? I distributed my spaces by myself using spaces and place spaces automatically. And I turned on the visibility from the view template, from the visibility graphics, and I made the spaces with the interior and reference 2 checkboxes. and right now these spaces are visible. So the sprinkler layout is kind of easy. You can just pick the families. By the way, I tried lots of different families. I tried Revit ones. I tried my own ones. I tried some families from the manufacturers, like Victolic families. Yes, if I'm right, I think Victolic families. Yes, so that they are working just perfectly. As the example, right now we are using the families that are non-hosted. If you'll try to distribute hosted families, you need ceilings, and it doesn't matter at what elevation this position mark will be placed. The hosted element will be hosted, or will be transferred on the face of this compound ceiling. Yeah, so I think that's great. Okay, I will place some more sprinklers here. Yeah, so we distributed the sprinklers. Let's try to check everything from the 3D view. How does it look like? Okay, only little marks of the sprinklers. Let's go back here. The next thing what we have to do is to prepare our pipes, like prepare our pipe routing preferences, prepare our different pipe types, etc., etc. How I'm doing that, I'm just going to the families, easily going to the pipes, going to the pipe types, and just duplicating the standard for today. And I'm changing the name. We'll use three different pipe types. Why do we do that? We'll try to we'll try to do like this. Then we have, I feel that you can see my drawings on my monitor. If you have sprinklers, you have a range pipe, and we have a big distribution pipe. So these little pipes that are connecting the sprinkler with a range, we're calling sprinkler pipes. This is a range pipe, and this one is distribution pipe. So we have to create our three different pipe types with different routing preferences. We have one more question from Daniel. He's asking, are the sprinklers automatically hosted to the ceiling in the room space? Yes. If you have families that are hosted to the ceiling, like ceiling-based families, they will be hosted in a ceiling, and it doesn't matter where these bubbles will be distributed. They can be lower, upper, or wherever you have, but your families will still look for the hosting element, and they will be hosted there. Yeah. So let's get back to our pipes. So what I'm doing, I'm just renaming them. So I will have a sprinkler pipe. I'll have a range pipe. It doesn't matter. You can name by your own style. It doesn't matter how you'll do that. And just for me, it's easier to understand: sprinkler, range, and distribution. Yeah. The next thing, what do we have to do? We have to draw our main line, a distribution line. So I'm taking this pipe. But first of all, you can check all the routing preferences. Any of the pipe fittings are allowed. You can download any fittings and place them here. So our solution will use any fittings that you have. I used lots of fittings here, and everything is working. So I don't want to speak about Revit things right now. So just make sure that you are creating the best choice of the fittings. And We have one more question from Cameron. The question is, I joined late due to another meeting, but I'm a sprinkler designer and I'm trying to move my department into using Revit. Is there a way we could email after this meeting? Yeah, sure. You can write to me a straight email. Just you can write to support@aga-cad.com and we'll just speak about this, about everything what you need. Okay, let's go back. So I'm just taking my ductwork, I'm placing it at 9 foot. My pipe diameter is 6 inches, and my pipe will go like this. It will go down to some place, and it will go left and down again. Okay, I will place a cap here as the example. Okay, let's make a better visual representation. Define, and as you can see, we have distributed our pipeline. The next thing what we have to do is to join our sprinklers with this distribution pipes. To do that, I would strongly recommend to go to the configurations and check what do we have here. Inside of this, we have different distribution possibilities. First of all, what do we have? We have different connections, like different connections from sprinkler to the range pipe. Let's try just with the easiest one, just straight connection. I'm taking this. You have to think about the elevation of pendant range pipe. That means you have to think about the pipe that will connect your distribution pipe and sprinkler pipe, and at what elevation it will be. I just leave 9 because my distribution pipe is at 9, and you can make it lower, you can make it higher. That depends on your design, and you can just place sprinklers straightly on a ranges if you'll hit this button. But I don't want to go deeper and deeper of this solution. As well, we have some special pre-calculations of the diameters. So we have NFPA standard, as well we have ISO standard for Europe and Australian standards. And you can choose from the tables that are for copper and steel, and you can choose the tables for ranges and for distribution pipes. If you're familiar with NFPA, you will probably understand that this is a table from the NFPA. This is a table number from NFPA standard. As well, in this dialog, you have to fulfill the sprinkler pipe type. That should be sprinkler pipe. It is taken from these pipe types. As well, nearby the range, you have to check the range pipe, and nearby the distribution, you have to select the distribution pipe. As well, all the rest of these premises should be fulfilled, like the sprinkler pipe diameter, like coefficients, like everything here. If you would like to go deeper, you can go with a trial and with our technical documentation that is placed under this little question mark, or you can just ask me, and I'll try to make the training session for you, just describing everything faster and deeper. Okay, so we made this. I'm just saving this evening configuration. Yeah, it's kind of evening here where I'm sitting right now, and I just saved my own configuration. So as you can see, you can have them, lots of them, as example for different pipe types, for different premises, for different buildings, etc. Okay, after you did that, we just click OK, and we're going to insert tab, and we are going to connect sprinklers to distribution pipe. So I'm taking this feature, I'm going to one of the sprinklers in this space. I'm taking one sprinkler and I'm taking one pipe. And as you can see, voila, we have distributed our pipes. How does it look like? It looks like this. We have one kind of the pipe, we have another pipe, okay, and we still are missing some details here, but I'll show everything afterwards. Let's go back to our plan view. So as you can see, we are pre-calculating the diameter. The main idea of pre-calculation is that we are counting the fed sprinklers, the amount of fed sprinklers, and we are just pre-calculating. We're picking this value. So this table is coming from ISO standards, and it is in millimeters, but still the idea is the same. If I have one sprinkler, I have 25 diameter. If I have two sprinklers connected to the pipe, I have bigger one. If I have another kind of layout of sprinklers, again, it's kind of different stuff, etc. And how this is managed in our solution, everything is written into the TXT files. So if you'll go deeper, I will copy this link and I'll place it on a chat. Okay, send to all. I just sent into the question. I sent the link to all, and here in this path you can find all of our distribution and pre-calculation stuff. And this is saying that if you have some maximum sprinkler number that is 2, we will use 1 inch diameter. If we have 3, we'll use 1 1/4. If we'll have 5 sprinklers, we'll use 1.5 or 1.5, etc., etc. So just in accordance to these TXT files, you can prepare, as the example, your own distribution standard, your own calculation standard that is in your region, that is in your company, or something like this. So it is kind of flexible stuff, just you have to understand how to write it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just five things to understand. It's kind of easy, I can say. Yeah, so in accordance to those files, as you can see, it is pre-calculating. Okay, we missed these. I'll delete them wherever. Okay, let's go here. These 3. Let's go to the 3D view, and I'll change the configuration. As the example, instead of straight connection, I'll use this one. Right now I have to think about HO, it's horizontal offset, and VO, it's vertical offset. So I have to write these 2 values. I'm clicking OK. I'm going to my sprinklers. I'm going to insert tab. I'm taking the sprinkler and I'm taking the pipe. As you can see, we have different this layout, routing of the pipes. If I'll go again here to the configurations, I can choose another one, a bit more complex. And I'm going to connect sprinklers to the pipes. Easy. As you can see, the whole distribution looks like this, the whole pipe route. And the last one, again, I'll make it easy like this. And I'll try to maximize this this view. I'm going to connect sprinklers. I'm choosing one sprinkler and the pipe. And as you can see, bam, 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 everything, all the pipes were laid. Right now we are inserting the fittings. Afterwards we'll insert caps, and we'll calculate the number of the elements per range, and we will size all the pipes. Let's check from the better view. As you can see, we have everything. So after this is done, we still have to place some details over there, like crosses or T's or something. So we have special feature for that. We can insert fittings and ask to insert that in one of these pipes. It is looking for the intersections, and it is placing our elements. It is looking into the distribution pipe type, and it is placing the crosses from this routing preference. Again, the same we can do this long one. I just insert everything easily. Let's make the closer view. And as you can see, it looks like everything is correct. Still, after some work with the sprinklers, you can see that you need to add extra sprinklers. Like after working the project, after some time, you'll see that you need extra sprinklers. So I will just copy one here and let it be here, and one here. So I can use some special features to connect sprinklers to ranges or to any pipes that we have. This one to selected pipe, and it is connecting. It is trying to make the same everything in the same configuration as we have here. So it is not possible to go straight, so it is going straight to the top, and then it is rotating, and it is trying to reach the pipe perpendicularly. And let's check how this look like from 3D view. We just added some extra pipes. After this is done, as you can understand, this pre-calculation is quite not very good because we added extra sprinkler in the front. So we have pre-calculation inside here. We can pre-calculate range pipe diameters and distribution pipe diameters. I'm clicking this one, and I'm taking this sprinkler. Okay, let's work from the other side. I'm taking this feature, and I'm calculating from this point. As you can see, it is recalculating all these pipes. I just accidentally deleted one pipe here, but still, as you can see, my diameter change was here, and right now it just popped to the next section of this. And one more thing, what you can do is to select the whole pipeline and calculate the distribution pipe diameters. It is going through all of these pipes, and it is trying to calculate number of elements that are connected to the main. And if we'll go to see how it looks like, we have a diameter change here, one here, one here, one here, etc. One here, like we have here 3.25, and here 4 inches. Yeah, so that's how it could pre-calculate your diameter. Okay, I understand that it's not very precise because you have to do some calculations, etc. But for some stages of the design, it's kind of perfect, I think. I spent 9 hours to lay out about 2,000 of sprinklers, and to route about 7 kilometers. I don't know what will be in miles, but about 5 miles of pipe work just in 9 hours using smart sprinklers. Yes, I think that's crazy. Okay, and we have some questions, I think. Robert is asking, is pre-calculation based on NFPA pipe schedule system? Yes, exactly that, NFPA pipe schedule systems. If you'll go here, you'll see that we have everything written. So it's NFPA, and here you can see all these standards. I would like to show you some more examples here. If you'll go to the Imperial, you'll see NFPA. If you'll go to the metric, you'll see ISO and Australian standard. For RPD, so for range pipe diameters, and for DPD, distribution pipe diameters. Okay, we have some questions as I see. Okay, just a thank you. Okay, no problem. So you can just use it in a way you need. But while working with smart sprinklers, I just found some extra good stuff here. How do you think I laid out? Like, how do you think I routed that big amount of pipes in that short time? I used a bit another method. What I did, I just taken off the room bounding from this point. Okay, no, don't take attention on this one, and I just draw my walls around the whole building. What does it mean? I will place only one space, and I will not need to find all the sprinklers in one space and connect them to the pipe, but I'll be able to collect all the sprinklers that are perpendicular to my pipe. Let's place the pipe second floor, 9 foot, let it be like this, and let's place some sprinklers. So if someone is trying to do this, you can just watch this in action, because it will be too fast, I think. Okay, and I'll place them at 8 foot. Okay, I'll just do everything by hand simply. I will take these and maybe I will use array 30 times by 5 foot. Okay, just laid out some sprinklers, and because all of these sprinklers right now are in one space, in one big space that is covering the whole building, I don't need to go to each of these spaces separately and ask the software to connect the sprinklers to this pipe. And this saved me, I don't know, lots of time. That saved me lots of time. And right now I'm going to connect. I'm taking the sprinkler in the space, and I'm taking the pipe in the space. And let's check the time. There is something here. It's not super powerful and speedy stuff, but still I see very big improvement in my workflows. So I would strongly recommend to use this this workflow in your cases, because it's easy. You just lay out your sprinkler heads and you just ask to connect them perpendicularly to the distribution pipe. Okay, it's something about a minute, but please just remember how much of the sprinklers we have and how many of the pipes we have here. Yes, let's check from the 3D view. I'll try to select that, and I'm going here. Okay, everything is done. Like all these little things are done, and everything. Like here, I can just hit insert fittings, and pam. Everything is placed again. I just love this workflow. I just found that 2 weeks ago, and I'm loving it. If I take this one, I still can move everything left or right if it's needed. Why I can't? Let's try again. Elements, blah blah blah. Something. Yep. Maybe the sprinkler head. I don't know what's happening. But let's try on the first floor. Yeah, as you can see, that is moving easily together with all the sprinklers, with all the fittings, etc., etc. And I see that we have one question. Okay, very nice question from Daryl. The question sounds like this: can smart sprinklers reduce the pipe sizes at the fittings instead of between the sprinklers? Yes, of course, it can do. If you go to the configuration, we have such a parameter that is called range pipe split type and range pipe split value. Again, the same as with distribution split pipe type and the split value. We have the coefficient that is set to be half, 0.5, and that means it will place the reducer just in the middle in between two sprinklers. If you'll choose the distance, if you'll set 0, it will work in a way you just asked me. So just try it by yourself. Okay, let's go here, and I think that is all about the sprinklers. The next topic, kind of short topic, I think we'll finish in 13 minutes. The next topic is about placing, hanging our elements. At first, I would like you to ask to go to this little question mark and to find sample projects of our smart hanger solution. Just can hit here and you'll download the Imperial Smart Hangers template project where some families are placed. I have it on my computer right now. Yeah, so you'll see these files, Revit file, Hangers Imperial template project, structural model, and share parameter file. So I'm opening this one just to get some families, and to work on something. Yeah, if I'll scroll back, you'll see that I have some duct families, I have cable tray families, and pipe and generic model families. I'm going back to my project, and I will use Family Browser. This is a tool that can browse your families in this project or in another project, and I need the families from just opened file that was opened before, and I have structural connection families. As you can see here, I'm just using simple tool just to cover all of them, and I'm hitting load types. And as you can see, it is loading the types loading the families from one project to another instantly. By the way, we have a free tool to do this. It is called Smart Browser Free. You can find it in our tools for BIM doc, just in a store. If you'll scroll down a bit, I guess you'll find Smart Browser Free. You can just download and use its possibilities. It has Smart Family Browser for your own library, and it has Project Family Browser, the browser that I used just a few seconds before. And I'm going to Smart Hangers. Alright, I have pipes, so I'm going to the pipes and I'm going to insert pipe hangers. I'm clicking this feature and it is reading the project. First of all, what I have to do, I have to think how I would like to lay out my, and where I would like to lay out my hangers. As example, I would like to lay out my hangers on the distribution pipes. I'm selecting them. If you'll if you'll take a look at this, you'll see that all the distribution pipes are selected. And right now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to insert elements. I'm choosing one of the families, and I'm just adding it to the right side. And I have several rules here: to array fixed number of hangers, to array hangers with calculated distance between them, etc., etc. Again, everything is working in Imperial system. Yeah, so I have, okay, let it be fixed number of hangers per each of the pipes. And we have start and offsets. That mean you can offset the first and the last hanger on the item, on the pipe, from the fittings. Sometimes it's needed to offset from the sprinklers by, I don't know, by several inches, I guess. I think. And you have to think how you would like to connect your elements. In my case, I would like to connect them to the top, to the floor, or you can just choose everything and connect to anything that will be met on its way. And just hit insert to the model. Okay, 62 elements inserted. I'm just minimizing that, and as you can see, they are here. Maybe that would be nice to make a section. As you can see, we have distributed some elements. You still can move them. You still can work with them. If your pipes are insulated, it will take into account the insulation. If this over insulation checkbox is turned on, and you'll be able just to size automatically your hangers. If I'll take a section, if I'll make a section somewhere here, let's try to do this. And I'm going here. You can see that my hangers are placed on my pipework, and they are connected straightly to the slab above. That's great. Again, the tool is still working, so what I can do, I can go to the ranges, and maybe I would like to work with all the ranges that are from that are bigger than that are longer than 1 foot. I'm taking them all. I'm going to insert elements. I'm taking again this pipe, and I'm changing just some values. The start and offset is 1, and here maybe height. Again, I will connect to the floor, and I'm inserting. So it's not necessary to rerun this table, because it's kind of easy. Just minimize it, get back, and as you can see, we have distributed 170 elements. And let's check from the 3D view. How does it look like? Yep. We have all these elements distributed. We have some questions. We have one question from Giselle. Giselle. I don't know. Sorry for my pronunciation. The question is, if I have pipe with slope, can I connect this pipe with a sprinkler? I feel yes. Yes, why not? Yeah. One more question from Robert. He's asking, are there hanger symbols that show up in a plan view? What do you mean? The hangers are here, as you can see. Right here, if I'll make a different discipline, they will be visible better. Our hangers are the structural connection families. Maybe that's why we can't see them here. Still, you can make still you can make some extra stuff inside of the families just from the top view, like adding some special lines for visibilities, etc. I think that is possible. The visibility from the plan view, it's something that should be easily done. I feel that. Okay, so that's kind of all about our fire protection stuff, and I'm just jumping back to this announcement. Don't forget to join our lab session on the 16th of March about the special features for fire protection systems. And I would like to say a huge thanks for all that attended this training session, because we have lots of attendees today, and I'm really happy about this. And right now, if you still have some questions, please write them to the question tab. Okay, Robert is just commenting on my previous thing about the hanger symbols from the plan view, that he was thinking in the same way. Yeah, so I guess it's easy. And I'm waiting for more questions from your side. Just a few minutes. Okay. Yeah, we have the question from Matthew. Do you have any video on this topic? Something I could share with my coworkers? Yes, sure, Matthew. As you remember, this training session was called "Tell a Friend." So it's probably, yes. It's sure. Sure. I will share this video. By the way, we recorded this training session, and we will share this training session with you. And if someone just was in a hurry and just can't do everything together with me, they will be able to do everything on their own, just following the video. And Kyle is asking, yes, the video will be just placed on our YouTube channel, and I will write to you. Maybe my colleague will write to you an email just with this link. Okay, I get some greetings for the great presentation. So thank you. You are great attendees. Okay, so thanks again. Have a nice day, and it's kind of evening in my place, so I'm going home to rest. And tschüss. See you next time. I hope see you in cat opening webinar. Bye bye.